Guys, JxredC here, and for today's YouTube video we're going to be going over the 2025 January balance changes for Clash Royale. So getting straight into it, we're going to be looking at the first card that's getting changed, which is the Archer Queen, which their cooldown ability is going to be going down to 17 seconds from 15 seconds, or going up I guess I should say, but now it's going to be able to not get that second ability because some interactions you can actually have two abilities on one board, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, getting into the second one, we're going to be looking at an HP change for the cannon card, which is really needed because some interactions you would really try and get the cannon card down to its second life, and sometimes you'd not be able to do that because it would have randomly 1 HP or 0 HP would look like on the screen. So I'm glad they're finally changing that because this card was honestly so broken. The third card we're getting into is going to be a slowdown duration for the Fisherman, going from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds. I don't really use the Fisherman too much, so a lot of beatdown decks are going to be getting a little bit of a nerf because that's what card usually supports, a lot of beatdown decks. The Goblin Stein's finally getting a nerf after a whole 2 seasons of it being broken, or 1 season of being broken I guess, or actually I don't know if it's been 1 or 2. Anyways, the HP is going down from 885 to 721, which is really good. That means the ability is not going to be able to go off as fast. And also this card right here that definitely needed a nerf, which was the Battle Ram. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to change too much, but the hit points are going down from 1767 to 1696, which I think is going to be a pretty good change, but we'll see how it goes in game. The second one is going to be an Evo nerf, which is going to be the Evo Bomber, and it can no longer attack an enemy twice. So now that's no longer going to happen, which is a really good thing. The 7th change is going to be the decoy of the Goblin Barrel. And honestly, for someone that plays log bait quite often, I feel like that would be my main deck. I'm not too happy with this, but also I feel like it was kind of needed. But you're still going to be able to pressure both lanes on a good big push. So I don't think it's going to change too much, but the good players will at least know how to counter a deck or counter this push a little bit more easier now. And the 8th change is going to be a rework, which is going to be the Ice Spirit Evo. I also use this card quite often for my log bait decks, so it's not going to be the best change for me, but the actual HP is going, or the hit points are going to be going up, so it's going to be dealing more damage to the enemy tower or troops, but the blast count is going down to 2, which is kind of needed because you could use 1 elixir to counter an Evo P.E.K.K.A. Sometimes, I will say, because sometimes that Evo P.E.K.K.A. was just so broken. Which is going to be the next thing we're going to be looking at, the Evo P.E.K.K.A. That's finally getting a rework. Kind of a nerf. I think it's going to be a nerf. Everyone thinks it's going to be a nerf, but we'll see how it goes in game. The heal per small kill is going to be 282 hit points to 142. So that means it's going to be anywhere from 0 to 990 HP. So basically any small troops are going to only give a little bit more HP to the Evo P.E.K.K.A. Medium towers or medium troops are going to give a bit more, or basically the same amount it was giving before. And bigger tank towers, which higher HP, or with higher HP, it's going to give it a lot more. So that's going to be pretty decent because I don't really use big cards to counter the P.E.K.K.A. But also not the best because that means goblins are going to be able to give the P.E.K.K.A. a lot more HP. The Evo recruits are going to be the next one that's getting a change. It's going to be getting a charge distance decrease from 1.5 tile to 2, and the charge damage is actually going up, so it's going to be a little bit of a rework. It's not a huge nerf, but it's getting a little bit of a nerf, I would say, because the damage really wasn't an issue for me. It was more how fast and how quick it would basically reach a troop and basically just kill it instantly. The next change is going to be an Evo Skeletons nerf, so the unit count isn't going to be 4 anymore. It always was 3 skeletons that you got like before the Evo, so I don't know how much of a change it's going to be because the change still does the same thing, but I'm pretty sure for Evo recruits you can't just drop them on them anymore, because if you have 3 recruits on one side, 3 recruits on the other side, and you drop 3 skeletons on one side, they're just going to instantly kill it. you don't have that one extra skeleton to get away with it anymore. But the dragon and witch are getting a buff. They're getting a splash radius buff, so they're no longer going to be kind of bad against minions or like spammy cards. So I feel like a lot of mid-ladder players, including me, are going to hate this card because I use a lot of spam cards like Goblin Gang, which is also getting a nerf kind of in the... I'll talk about that more when we get to it. But yeah, so these two cards are definitely going to be seen a lot more, I would say. The Witch and the Dragon. The 14th change we're going to be looking at is a charge distance for the Dark Knight, or the Dark Prince, my bad. 3.5 tiles to 3, which is kind of good, but you only really see this card in like Goblin Giant decks, so I'm not too worried about that, but we'll see how it goes. The Electric Giant is getting a sight change from 0 tiles to 2, so you can no longer like completely drag around this card all across the board. It's gonna be kind of good for players who use this, but I feel like this isn't gonna change too much because usually you can only get one cannon down unless it's in like 2 times or 3 times elixir. The Goblin Demolisher is actually getting a lifetime upgrade from 7 seconds to 8, which I feel like could definitely change the card a bit. So you can see the card a little bit more now. The Goblin Giant is getting a rework because you literally never saw this card ever mid-ladder, high-ladder. You literally just would never see this card as soon as it came out. So it's finally getting a rework. We may see it a little bit more. The damage is going up to 212. Wow. 500 or 57% upgrade. Hit speed's going down, but the hit time, basically the damage per second, so this averaged out is going to be an increase of 17%. The next change is actually something I was really looking forward to because I would say the Mighty Minder is my favorite champion, definitely. I have it at level 14 already because it was my first champion that got to max level. It's going to be level 15 soon, but that's when I get my elite cards for that. The damage increase time is going to go from 2.25 seconds to 2 seconds. It may not seem like a big change, but honestly, this is going to make for killing the big tanks a lot quicker, and it could actually stay alive to do it as well. So that's really good. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. Not many people use this card anymore. I feel like it's one of those rare cards that you only really see in like Clan War. But it's getting a damage increase from 720 to 754. So that means it's going to be able to one-shot wizards now. So that's going to be really interesting for like interactions on the boards. We may actually see this card a lot more just for killing off those, I guess, ranged troops. The Cannon Evo is getting a barrage damage upgrade from 320 hit points to 353. So anyone with the Cannon Evo, good for you. I don't have that card, it doesn't matter for me. The Evo Skeleton, I literally use this card and I don't know what it's called. Oh, the Wall Breakers. So the Evo Wall Breakers are getting a hit point upgrade, 50%. That means that the Evo is going to do the same damage as the normal ones did before, so which is really good. Or do more damage, my bad. So that's going to be really interesting. The Dagger Duchess is getting a projectile speed increase from 600 to 1000, so 67% upgrade. We'll see how that works. It's not getting that extra buff that it was getting before, which was getting an extra dagger. So I guess we'll see how these interactions change with this. I'm pretty sure the Dark Goblin's no longer going to be able to get 2 shots, and Zap can counter the Goblin Barrel. So it's going to be pretty annoying for some decks, but we'll see how it goes. We're getting a rework for the Lumberjack. The rage duration's going down, but the damage for the rage is going up. So, I don't know how I feel about this. I have it level 14, but I never really used it because it was kind of only good in in Balloon, Lumberloon, I guess that's what you can call the deck. So we'll see if that comes back. The Spear Goblins, this is going to be a little bit of a different change because it's not only affecting the one card, it's affecting other cards that have the Spear Goblins. Their first time hit is going to get a decrease of 0.1 seconds, which is kind of, I don't know how much interactions that actually changes, but I feel like we'll just have to see when the time comes. And this change is something that needed to happen. I feel like it still needs a nerf, honestly, because the Evo Dragon, the Evo Electro Dragon is just, it's just so broken. It literally used to be able to take out entire big pushes with just the one card. And honestly, as annoying as this was, like if you didn't have lightning in your deck, you basically couldn't counter it. So it was just a free, basically a free defense for any big pushes that you had. But it's getting a extra damage chain decrease from 192 to 128. So I don't know if that's going to do too much because you still can't kill the card. So it's still going to get a lot of chains off, but I guess it's going to be faster to kill or faster to kill during the time you're trying to kill it. I don't know what Supercell was thinking. I was about to say, I don't know what EA was thinking because I usually play EA games and they always add shit updates, but this is not EA, this is Supercell. So I don't know how I feel about these changes. I feel like it's finally going to change Clash Royale in general. So hopefully that just makes the game a little bit more fun. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these changes in the comments, and I'll see you guys in a couple of games. Okay, so getting into the first game here, we're going to be playing with Hog Rider EQ, and I feel like this is a pretty popular deck. Not this deck specifically, because usually 2.6 Hog Rider is the most famous Hog Rider deck, I'm pretty sure. Or at least it's been the most famous for the longest time. But we're going to be using the Mighty Miner with this new change to see how well this actually happened, or how different the card actually is. We're going to open up our daily tasks quickly, and pretty bad start, honestly. We're getting literally no upgrades and pretty bad stuff. Oh, we get a legendary, okay. But it's just coins. Okay, let's just get into a game and see how this goes. Honestly, playing Clash Royale while also having to commentate and like look up at the camera is a little bit difficult because honestly, I don't think I'm too used to playing while talking. I'm kind of more used to just playing the game while also having just music in the background, and that's about it. We're gonna do Hog Rider with, okay, pretty good some damage here. It looks like we're facing 2.6, which is kind of annoying, but also like, what can you do? Nice, we could get, I don't know if he could activate the king with that. But we took out the Musketeer. Okay, no, he's not going to activate it. We're going to place Mighty Miner in the back, try and get that 3-card cycle. I think he's back to his Hog Rider, so I'm going to have the Tesla out. I'm going to EQ that. I think we can get a Hog Rider after this. Yeah, because that's going to be defended. Nice, we get 2 Hog Rider shots off right there. 3 Hog Rider shots off, nice. This is a pretty good start. I think I'm gonna log, yeah. Okay, my skeletons stayed alive for that, nice. And we're getting no damage off right there. Nice, we're at a really good start, but he can activate the King Tower with our fight, yep. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Okay, not too bad of a start. I think I'm gonna Mighty Miner this. I wanna, I think I'm gonna let that die and just cycle. Yep, I'm gonna cycle a card before it actually fully dies out. I'll let him to get that damage off. I have to quickly figure out what I was going to do there, but it doesn't look like he's going to get any damage off here, so I can cycle that, get my EQ ready for the, yeah, I knew he was going to Ice Spirit that, but since he has King Tower activation, we still get a hit off, nice. He has a level 10 golem, I didn't even notice that. You don't even have to, let's see the Ice Spirit. Yeah, I was about to say, we don't even have to use our Tesla there. To push in with the Hog Rider. Oh, that's kind of annoying, but it's whatever. Is it gonna hit off still? Yup, it still gets a hit off. I was like, no way my Hog Rider still gets a hit off after all of this. I'm gonna actually lock this back to try and kill that faster. We're gonna throw the Hog Rider down. We don't need the Mighty Miner for this push. Pretty good preemptive lead, and that's gonna be game. Yep, Hog Rider gets a shot off, and that's gonna be game. So, no, first game down, we get ourselves a nice little win. I'm trying not to play any games off stream. I'm trying to not playing any games without recording it because I kind of want to make like a little series with this and show you guys every single win until Ultimate Champion. I don't know how well I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try my best to show you guys every single game. We're gonna get into the second game here, playing Hog Rider. I haven't noticed a Mighty Miner difference only because we haven't faced any tanky cards yet, where the Mighty Miner is usually good at taking out. We're gonna cycle our Ice Spirit Mighty Miner in the back. Okay, he's playing Sparky. That's kind of annoying. And we get Mighty Miner into that lane. I kind of want to do something weird and put the Mighty Miner in the other lane and make a push here. Because we can skeleton this. I messed up my skeleton a little bit, but I think we're still going to counter it. Nice, we're going to log on the Dark Goblin. And I think we're going to just pull this back. I was going to use my Firecracker, but I feel like I don't need to. Yeah, that was a really smart push. Or, yeah, I guess you could call that a push. Damn, that's almost tower. That is damn near tower down. I'm actually gonna earthquake this. I think I can get King Tower activation with this as well. Nice. This is a really good start for us. We're gonna Mighty Miner the back here. I didn't think that was gonna get a shot off. That's kind of weird. Anyways, not too bad. He's gonna probably cycle the Sparky at the back, which is kind of annoying, but we're gonna go in here. And we're actually gonna do something. We're gonna Mighty Miner, and I think he's given up because he just wasn't getting any good interactions at the beginning. Honestly, the Mighty Miner couldn't really see a difference there, but we managed to get the win anyways. I was gonna do only 1 or 2 games, but since we won this game kind of fast, we're gonna get into the third game as well. I kind of want to make it like, okay, we could just keep talking in the middle of games and just, you know, have one whole video of just straight playthrough. But I don't know if I'm gonna win every single game. That's another thing. We're gonna cycle the Ice Spirit. Lee does nothing. Mighty Miner in the back. Okay, he has Golden Knight. You don't really see this card too often. That's annoying. Oh my goodness, I don't have the cycle for this. That's not good. So he does get a lot of damage there because I didn't have my login cycle, but we're gonna see if we can make a counter push here. Mighty Miner is on... No, it's not on the tower. I think we could get a King activation if I play this really smart. No, we can't. Oh my goodness, I'm playing this really bad. I thought the... Oh, that's gonna be so much damage on both sides of my tower. That was my fault. Okay, starting off the game pretty bad, but I feel like we could make a comeback. He is playing... Oh my gosh, he's playing P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight. And Firecracker. This is gonna be so annoying. Okay. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. I honestly forgot that he had log bait as well. Okay. This is gonna be very annoying. This is actually gonna be very annoying, but let's see if he can make a comeback. His deck costs so much, like there's no way he can... Yeah, that's tower down on the right side because there's no way he could defend that. And I saved my tower. I honestly want to... Oh, I thought the Hog Rider was going to connect first. Or going to get targeted by the tower before it actually got over there. I guess not. Okay, we're going to Hog Rider. He's probably going to P.E.K.K.A onto this, so I'm going to put a Firecracker down preemptively. Do we have another Rage Quit? No way. Okay, we just have another Rage Quit. Honestly, this guy's deck was really, really horrible. He really had 2-7 Elixir Tower or cards. I don't know why people decide to put Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A in the same deck thinking it's going to work out, but I guess we're still pretty low down, so we're not going to come up against the greatest of players. Anyways, we're going to call this a video because I don't want to play too many games into one video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and give me some feedback of what decks you want me to see me play. And that's going to be it for today's YouTube video. Peace out.